everybody. Welcome to Love in Black and White. This is episode 14. I am your co-host, Manuelis Rojas Martin, aka Manny Martin, aka Sexual Chocolate, whatever you want to call me. I do what I can for the people of the world, and the one and only Big Irish J Hollingsworth. That's right, the sexy mammoth of a man, the third tripod leg. I don't know if that's even a
aka the shillelagh.
uh,
Oh,
yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. This is episode 14, and I think last week, Jay, we left off on the universal letdown on how we would
yeah.
how would you officially break it off with somebody. But you know what, uh before we get into that, I just want to say that we're so happy that you're allowing us to put the love back in. You're right, on this episode of Love in Black and White. So
Yes.
Jay, first off, let's kick it off. How would you let down a lovely lady who may have been, asking you, or, had hit you on a DM and was basically like, "Hey, Jay, I followed you around." If you watched last week,
I followed you around.
yeah,
Just basically, you're saying so she's a stalker.
the stalker in the biggest form. So last week we left off. If you didn't check out that episode, where I played a character where I basically had followed Jay to LA, then Arizona, then to Las Vegas, and I had told him that I was coming to. I've been to a few of his shows, and that I was interested in going out to dinner with him and seeing if we could develop things further. So Jay, how do you let me down easy?
I'm gay. I'm just kidding.
We could work.
Yeah. Well, just so you know, there's a little secret about me. I yeah, a lot of people had written in or had mentioned like just be honest, but yeah, see, here's the thing is like when people say just be honest, they don't mean just be honest. What I mean by that is, okay, so let's say somebody somebody slides in my DMs, and they're not my type physically.
Right.
You don't want me to be honest that way. I'm not going to be
Right,
like,
exactly.
"Hey, I got your message. Thank you. I'm really not that attracted to you though. But hey, thank you. Goodbye." No. I mean, yeah, so we were trying to think of a universal letdown. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it I don't know if you can have a universal letdown, because I think the scenarios are going to all be different. Somebody hitting you up from that lives in Zimbabwe that was like, "Hey, I see your videos and I think you're cute. Would you like to start chatting?" And I'm like, "Fucking, are we? What's going to come of this? Are you going to move here? Am I moving there? And before that, we have to have some dates, I'm assuming. So am I going to fly out there to, hey, you want to go to the movies in Zimbabwe?"
That's so dumb.
I know, but you know what I mean though. It's like, so I don't know. I mean, it's like, I'm dating here in Vegas, and it's enough with my time and everything. It's enough trying to date here,
Right.
than to try and make time for somebody that lives in another state or country or another part of the world. I mean, it's obviously it's doable. I mean, I've done long distance relationships before, and that's doable, but I mean, it takes give and take on both sides of it. If the person's just like, "Oh, well, I expect you to," which would be weird too. Like if they hit you up and they're like, "Hey, I'm hitting you up because I would love to go out with you, but now you need to do everything to make that happen." Like, all right,
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, saying, to be honest, I guess every scenario. I guess we should do an act out, Manny. We should
All
do a
right.
couple scenarios. Okay, we'll do one where I'll be the girl in your DMs, but you're not married. You're not married.
Okay.
You don't have a girlfriend. But I know your go-to. I already know your go-to, Manny. You're just going to go, "Oh, I have a girlfriend."
Okay, no, I won't. I won't say that I have a girlfriend. I think I got. Let me
Oh,
get into this.
okay. All right, we'll do your scenario first. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Little here. We'll do the slide in the DM sound.
Oh, there we go. All right. Oh.
Yeah. This is your improv that we don't see. Oh God. You're whoa. You fumble your phone like fucking Jerry Lewis. Wow. Hi, hey Manny. My name's Karen. No, no.
Karen.
My name is Sally Mae. I'm a Southern belle from Houston, and I seen you on Kevin Hart's Heart of the City, and I seen you on the Aska. Oh wait, that's not you. Different black guy. I seen you on Black and White. So stupid. I seen you on Love in Black and White. I thought you were really cute. I was just curious if you're single.
Oh. Hey, Sally Mae. Not to be confused with the student loan program.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your. Thank you so much for the DM. Really appreciate you following me. At this time, I'm just, I'm really just kind of focusing on myself. I really appreciate, you know, the reach out. But
Reach out.
this this reach around. I really appreciate I really appreciate the reach around. At this time, I'm not really looking for a relationship, but thank you so much. I'm flattered.
Okay, here's Sally Mae's response. Uh yeah, I wasn't looking for a relationship either. I was just gonna say, are you performing in my city sometime? No. Okay, here's the response to the real response.
Okay.
Oh, that's I mean, obviously, I don't expect you to marry me from a DM, but I mean, I just was curious if you're single.
Oh, yeah. So I'm currently single right now, but I'm really career focused at the moment, and I don't really want to get sidetracked by a relationship. I mean, that'd be cool in the future, but I really got just tunnel vision right now, just focusing on my career. Thank you for the lovely offer.
Wow, man, you keep saying relationship. I mean, we just met. uh, I just, I mean, you're single. I'm single. I'm not, no pressure. I was gonna be in your city in a couple of months, and was gonna see if maybe you'd like to go out for a drink, maybe.
Please send nudes.
You better PC Manny that. Yeah.
Here on Love in Black and White, we just want to say that if you are okay, like at your own discretion with sexting. Oh my God, I'm freezing, Jay. I'm
I
freezing.
know this is a first for PC Manny. That's what, dude. I was telling somebody, I was like, it blows me away how quick you are with it, and it's always fucking smooth. But somebody's in the hot seat.
I had a computer delay. I wasn't having any type of issues with PC.
Windows ME.
Windows ME. So, anyways, we just want to say that be careful when sending pictures over the internet because they can always be hacked, or you don't know what the person on the other side is doing. You don't want to end up in a scandal. Also, never ask for nudes. That's not okay. We know better than that. We're just improving. We're bullshitting here. But yeah, guys, just the FYI, don't ask for nudes from a girl. Girls, don't ask for news from a guy. You don't know what the scenario is. Be a decent human being. Wait to make out, and if you get in a relationship and you guys want to send each other pictures to be, to turn
Jesus
to.
Christ, PC Manny is fucking having a short circuit. What the fuck?
No.
You can't stop.
I'm just saying, if you're in a relationship and you want to spice it up that way, you know what I mean, and be like, hey, I miss you for a couple of days, boom. But even then, I probably wouldn't because you don't want that shit going out into the ethos. You see how it happens to all these celebrities out here. You don't want to be that person to end up in a bad relationship and then all of a sudden there's all your nudes online. You be that person.
I've always wanted to send a dick pic, but my camera doesn't have panoramic.
So stupid.
I only got 50 gigs of data.
But
so
the way just download that.
Yeah, I don't know why we're both on AOL. Okay, so so I'm gonna be in your city in a couple of months, and no relationship. I thought you were interesting and very funny and cute, and so it's gonna be in town. Was gonna see if you might want to just get a drink, just as friends, Yeah, that's the one at the end that you're like, fuck, how do you get out of this? That just as friends, I haven't said anything about a relationship.
my God, yeah, the just as friend shit.
I'm fucking
That's the
putting you
hardest
into a
part. Oh my
corner.
God. Really are. You know, Sally Mae, I got caught up once with student loans, and your name just throws me off, so I can't really go that way. So
Well, what's
no,
good news
let me
is my
see.
real
I'm
name is Salitha Maryville. Salitha.
Salitha. Okay, okay. All right. Well, Salitha, I really do appreciate it. I'll tell you what. Let me get you tickets to a show. Why don't you come on out? Bring a friend. Um, you know, bring a date, and yeah, why don't you come to
Bring
the
it.
show? And then we'll all meet up afterwards, and we'll just we'll have a drink.
That I gotta
But I'm
say,
not
the
interested.
fucking the bring a date is a nice fucking bullfighter. Woo!
Yeah.
Okay, well here's Sally Mae's response. Oh, I wouldn't bring a
Mm.
date, silly. I just was, and I'd love to come to a show, and then afterwards maybe we could get a drink.
Um.
Yeah,
God
you're gonna get
damn it.
stuck. Here comes nice Manny. Okay, I guess.
All right, I guess I'll marry you. Jesus Christ. Think. Wait. Okay. So what was the last part you said again? You
The
said,
bring a date. I gotta say, by the way, the bring a date thing
yeah.
that is very, very nice. Very, very good.
I feel like that kind of puts it out there to where it's like, okay, you don't have to. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not interested. Why don't you bring a date? Like, if the exchange was a little bit different.
And then she's like, okay, so her response is, I'm not, why would I bring a date? I would like to see you. I would love to come to a show. And then I was hoping maybe we could just get a drink afterwards. No pressure.
Oh well, unfortunately, I got an early flight out the next morning, so I won't be able to stay out late. But that's why you should definitely bring somebody so that way, you're. I don't want you to be alone after the show, and it's not ever really fun sitting in a crowd by yourself. You know how that goes with comedy
So
shows.
basically, your advice is to lie.
Yes.
Everybody's like, just be honest until you get to where you're like, fuck it, I gotta lie. I got a flight. I got a fucking surgery. I'm dying.
She's like, if she's like, oh, I'll come to the show earlier. I'll come to the earlier show. I'm
Well,
like,
dude, yeah, I
oh,
mean,
that was.
sometimes people are like that. Or she'd be like, oh, that's crazy. What's funny is I'm an airline stewardess. Which flight are you going to be on?
I'm going to be on one that doesn't have any more seats and also doesn't have stewardess or even a flight attendant or a
Yeah.
if you know what I'm talking about. So, anyways, god damn, that was tough. That's why I'm
I-
married. That's why I'm married.
Dude, I don't know. I mean, every scenario. I guess you can give me a scenario, Manny, and I don't know.
Here we go.
I gotta-
Okay, ready?
Fuck, holy shit. Okay.
All right. Hello, Jay. My name is my name is Kiwanja from Zimbabwe, and I was very interested in dating you. I was hoping that you would be my husband.
What was your name again?
Kiwanja.
Why do I feel like I gotta tiptoe through this whole scenario? Kiwanja.
So I was going after Zimbabwe shit.
I know. No, we can go with Kiwanja. Okay. Hey, Kiwanja. Thanks.
Okay, hold on. I
No. I gotta hold on.
no, I got. Okay, here we go. Okay.
I was gonna. Well, I was just gonna say.
Wait, do you?
We'll just this one really quick. I was just gonna say like, hey, Kiwanja, thanks for the voice message. Little deep. I figured I would have got an email from you. All right.
We don't have internet out here, Jay. You son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Here we go. Okay. All right. Hey, Jay. Longtime fan.
Sounds like a
my
white
name is
chick. Delete. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
All right, there we go. Hey Jay, my name is Melanie, and I'm in the Vegas area, and I just wanted to let you know that I'm a big fan of yours. Seen a few of your shows, and I was really wondering if, yeah, I was wondering if I, could maybe hang out and meet you after the show. I've been watching your shows for a few years now, and I've seen you on, that lovely Kevin Guy's stuff, and I've seen you on All Deaf, and I've seen you with that handsome Manny Martin guy. But
I hear he has a huge cock. Just for no reason.
There. Let's see. And then she's like, so then she follows it up and she's like, hey, yeah, can we grab a drink, Jay, after the show and you know, maybe get to know each other a little bit better.
Okay, and I see her. She's not my type. I
Yes.
see her, and I know physically she's not
to
my
reject
type.
You have to reject her in person.
Well, if I meet her, I didn't say I was meeting her yet. I'm fucking don't.
What if she shows up at the show?
Hey, what was her name? Melody, Miss Melody,
Yeah, Melanie.
Melanie. Hey, Melanie. Okay, so she's at the show. I haven't even responded. You want to do that scenario? I haven't even responded.
yeah.
She just showed up at the show.
Yeah.
Okay, for whatever reason, maybe I didn't see it or I just saw it and then I was gonna I'll get back to it. But so she's at the show now. We're after the show. I'm saying goodbye. Hey, thanks for coming out. We're at the LA Comedy Club, we'll say, and thanks for coming. Blah blah blah. No pictures, not shaking hands. Excuse me. And then this girl comes up. Okay, you're hurried. So I'm like, hey, thanks for coming to the show.
Hey, Jay. Yeah, I don't know if you remember me. I'm Melanie. I sent you a message on Instagram. Been to a lot of your shows, but this is my first time getting enough courage to actually meet you. Would you want to go to grab a drink after this?
Oh, shoot, I would, but I got to go do this other show. It's a private show, private event. And so you like how I put that in there immediately, Manny? So you couldn't be like, oh, I'll come to the show.
Hey, wait, I got a response. Yeah, that's fine. I'll just wait outside afterwards. And, once your show's done, it doesn't matter if it's how late it is. I'll just,
honestly, I'll be done. After my shows, I'm so tired. I'm just going to go home and pass out because I have an early flight in the morning with my buddy Manny that we got to.
Well, what if even after you're tired, I just come and snuggle up next to you, Jay?
No, I mean, COVID and everything is probably not a good idea. I have to kind of quarantine for about 15 years, so I probably won't.
Yeah, okay. I think we've come to the conclusion that there is no good way to reject somebody, because here's the thing. I mean,
you know what? Sorry to interrupt you. I think I just got it. You know what? The rejecting it. This is going to sound fucked up. I think the way that a rejection will come off good, it depends on the person that's being rejected. And what I mean by that is like I said before, if I approach a girl and I mean, obviously if she's like, no, you fat, ugly fuck, get away from me. Then yeah, then I'll have an attitude and I'll respond accordingly. But if I hit on a girl, however, and then she's like, oh, thank you. I'm not interested or I have a boyfriend or whatever she says. But if she's just like, oh, no, thank you. And, cordial about it, I would totally be fine with it. I would end it with just like, hey, well, then I hope, just take it as a compliment. Somebody thought you were beautiful today. No more, no less, and best of luck with you and your boyfriend or your girlfriend or whatever. Yeah, I think.
Oh, yeah. In our industry, I feel like we deal with a lot of people who just don't accept no for an answer,
Yeah.
Like it's constantly a thing of you could say, hey, no, I don't want to do this, and they're like, well, how about another date? Or like when we used to work at the parlor, it was always Ruben trying to get you to do something that you didn't want to do,
Right.
So
I'm responding to a buddy that was like, I'm not responding to him fast enough, so he was like, okay then. And I'm like, I'm recording a fucking podcast. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, fuck. Do I look blurry?
No, you look all right. You look like you have no ears though.
Yeah. God damn.
Anyways, yeah, so we got a bunch of stuff written into it. Oh, Tricks. He's such a oh god, he's a fool. Okay, let me see here. Oh, okay, so thoughts on an open relationship, Manulus. We touched on this before, or did we?
Yeah, we touched on it in the past. We both kind of came to the conclusion that we weren't for open relationships. Just because, for me personally, if we're in a relationship, I don't want to share you with anybody. I don't want to be like,
I don't want you to share me with anybody either, Manny.
saying. I can't be like, oh, who's Jay laid up with tonight? You know what I mean? So, no, I mean, for me personally, it's like it would be very hard mentally and emotionally to know the person that you're like either married to or been dating for a long time is just laid up with somebody else, you know, just kind of getting, their freak on, they're like their freakiest shit on with somebody else. And then in the back of your mind, you're just like, are they better than me? Or, there's all this stuff, but also it's just like, dude, that's my lady out there. And, you know,
Yeah, dude.
ugh,
It's
I couldn't do it. I
I
don't
could
have that.
yeah, I'm cool. Yeah, I just that's the idea of that is not appealing to me at all. And I would probably start shutting down. Well, I wouldn't even get to that point because if somebody I'm dating or whatever, or I'm in a relationship was like, hey, how do you feel about an open relationship? I'd just be like, I'm not cool with it. If that's something you feel like you need, then we might not be in the best situation because that's
I
I'm
agree.
um we'll do the shout out thing in a second, Manny. Uh
Yeah, yeah.
could you if you had to have written this one, Manny, could you date someone who had a genital deformity? An
Yeah.
example, a girl who had an ass in place of her vagina and a vagina in place of her ass. Excuse me. Fucking what? The chick from Total
Oh.
Recall. She's got 3 tits. Um.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm trying to think. What would be like a realistic
A re-
deformities? Uh,
um, Gosh, that would be an interesting one. I mean, I think it would be. I guess you could like kind of be a like hermaphroditic, if you will, if that's the correct term. Where
isn't
it's
that the guy that was producing Biggie, Herdaphrodite?
Do I need to clean that up?
Yeah, probably.
Just want to let everybody here on Love and Black and White know that a hermaphrodite is a person who may have both genitalia of both male and female, and we love those people here on Love and Black and White. We love all people, especially the LGBTQ I plus plus community. Shout out, thank you for watching. You guys are the best.
And if you're a hermaphrodite, I hope that we didn't upset you too.
Yes, so awful. There are. I just want to also let you know
Yeah,
here
thank you.
on
It's a joke, guys. Come on.
we just want to let you know that the LGBT or the hermaphrodite community is a lot
Did you say
bigger.
hermaphrodite? That sounds like what you said.
It's your stupid connection.
Okay, okay.
The hermaphrodite.
Might be their connection too.
How am I going to clean all this shit up? Okay, let me just
All right,
first start.
I'll shut up. I'll stop. Otherwise, you'll be going the next hour.
The hermaphrodite community is I think it may only be like 2% or 3% of the population. I don't have my statistics correct, but you are valued members of society. We love you. Thank you so much for all you do in the community. Also, Jay said the word I think it was
Hermaphrodite, I said. I thought you said that.
that's what he said.
Is dyke a bad word, by the way?
Oh, let's actually look up the definition just so we're
Well, I know what the definition is. I mean, I know what the definition, but I'm wondering if lesbians, because lesbians,
well, I just wanted to say, so Jay doesn't know. It's actually a long wall or embankment built to prevent flooding from the sea. A ditch
flooding from all that squirting. What? You're never getting out of this. All right. I got to shut up. I'm just making it worse. All right.
It's the best. But we want to let you know, however you love on Love in Black and White, that it is accepted. We love you and we thank you.
Yes. And if you are a hermaphrodite, you're also part of the LBW community family.
Yes, the Love in Black and White community.
Hopefully you have a sense of humor. You know, we joke about ourselves. So
exactly.
we joke about everybody. So, you know,
we joke about everybody. Yeah. If we love you, we joke about you. So.
It's all love. Okay. So, and by the way, you saying hermaphrodite in this scenario, Manny, you're saying they have a genital deformity.
No, that's not a
interesting.
Whatever. Just wanted to say that there is no deformity. You are perfect the way you are on Love and Black.
There we go. Okay, so let's say.
Okay, wait, no. here's a genital deformity. They have no vagina, Jay. So all of a sudden you're just dating. All they have is I mean, they could go pee, but all they, there's just no, they don't have a vagina, so you
Do they
can't.
have an
There's no.
asshole?
They, they do. So you could use that.
Yuck. No. What that mouth do? No. Okay. So okay, they were born, and it was just smooth there. Let's say, or have they had a surgery? And are they like, yeah, just so you know, they have a vagina now or whatever, but uh, or
Let's do both.
let's say
Both
here I got
scenarios.
an idea along the same lines. They were in a horrible accident and they have a quote unquote deformed vagina, whatever that may
Okay.
be. Like it still works. She can pee, she can have kids, all that stuff or whatever. It just maybe the it just I don't know. I was gonna say meat curtains are a little
Okay.
longer.
I was gonna say maybe the fire singes it together or something like that.
Yeah, or it's something. It's outside the norm, which is fine.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, so to answer that question, yes, I would be fine with that, as long as that deformity is not a dick. I can handle it. I mean, like dude, it's kind of like I'm thinking two steps ahead of what I'm about to say, and I'm like, how do you make sure this doesn't come out wrong? This isn't a deformity, but like I prefer a woman to age versus getting plastic surgery. I would rather see, laugh lines or wrinkles, some wrinkles are, and she still has her uniqueness to her face than looking like she's in an air tunnel or something like that. So again, those aren't deformities.
Well, I mean, it's not, but I'm with you. It's you want people to age gracefully, like be comfortable with yourself. Here's the thing. I believe that there is is it vaginoplasty that people,
yes.
where they get work done and it's like, hey, I love you for you. You don't need to do all that shit. You know what I mean? So,
Okay, we can this will piggyback into that. But to answer this initial question, like yeah, I mean, I guess it would I would be fine with it. I would unless I don't know what scenario I would not be fine with it unless I saw it and there's something that I'm just like I don't is it in the shape of a swastika and I'm like yo, this is I don't fucking know. I'm trying to think of a scenario that like is it spell out all lives matter? And I'm like, hey man, I'm not really cool with your vagina. Okay, so yeah, the quick answer is yes, I would be fine with a quote unquote physical deformity, although there is no deformity in the eyes of Love in Black and White. Everything makes up you. But that brought up a good what you said brought up an idea of mine. So you've let's say you've been dating a woman for a while or whatever. She's had 6 kids, all yours, all natural births, and she wants to have surgery because she feels like what I forget the actual term, but it's supposedly to tighten it back up. I don't know. Your thoughts on that?
You're breaking up a little bit, but I think I got the gist of it. 6 kids, all natural, but she just wants to get it tightened up a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I think that for anybody who is contemplating plastic surgery, I'm not against it. I just like I think that if you're in a relationship, it's really important to just love the person for them. But if they need to do that for them mentally, go for it. I think I'd have a harder time with somebody doing like you said, the plastic surgery to where their face doesn't look like the person that I originally got with or married. So, but if there's things you need to do for you, do them for you. If you feel like you got to get, like, I know some women, after breastfeeding, like their boobs may not be as, or sorry, technical term, their breasts may not be as, perky
Them
or where
titties.
yeah, they may not be where they want them to be. So yeah, I mean, I'm not against if implants are going to make you feel better about yourself, and you need that for a self-esteem thing, yeah, or or if you need a breast reduction, because it kills your back, do you, whatever it takes to make you feel better at the end of the day. But just know that your partner, in crime loves you for who you are. And that's really, it needs to be about self-acceptance. And also, like, if your partner doesn't accept you as is, then why are you with them, right? So
Yeah, and I'm 100% with you. Like if maybe she had breast cancer and lost a breast, and then they're going to do a tattoo like for a nipple and all that stuff. I'm 100%, I got your back. Honestly, it's really all that whatever you want. I'm going to support you. Now, if you asked me, like if you wanted to do something cosmetically on your face and you asked me, I would probably tell you, I think I love how you look, and I want to see this masterpiece change and grow old with it, and see how it
yeah.
changes over time. Sorry, I just kicked my stupid thing.
No, you're good. Okay, wait, I got one more for you. Okay, so your lady. Okay, so this is Mrs. Hollingsworth, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey Jay, I've been wanting to do some changes for a while.
Say, woman, you didn't ask if you could speak to me yet. Just kidding. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
She goes, hey Jay, I've been looking into magazines, and I kind of want to model my face after one of my favorite celebrities. And what do you think if I got tattoos on my face like Lil Wayne?
uh, uh, oh, that sounds great, honey. No. Okay, let me be legit. Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to get multiple tattoos on your face?
Yeah. Just maybe like 35 of them, just around.
Wow, such an extreme change from not having any, and now you want 35. Okay.
Crisis Jay.
Yeah. How would I do this? Okay. Is there any reason, or what made you start thinking about this?
So Jay, I've just been listening to the Cash Money Millionaires for a little while now, and I just, some of the lines that Wheezy says, you know what I mean, where they just hit me in my soul, and and I just want to let you know that when he said, like, pop that pussy on the handstand, Jay, I was just like, oh my god, that is it. Just I needed to become him.
How about you just do that instead of the tattoo? Oh
So
God,
dumb.
that's a fucking man. I would be like, babe, you're so beautiful. Why would you don't put a blanket over the Mona Lisa?
There's smooth,
Fucking
smooth,
fresh.
man.
Yeah. You don't cover up perfection. I think I feel like you're gonna detract from how beautiful you are, babe. But if that's what you want, I'm sure you'll make a great single mother.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think if
God, I'm just imagining Crystal if she
oh
came home
my
and
God.
said that.
Dude, if she did that, like, I would tell her, I'd be like, no, I'm not okay with it. You know what I mean? Like,
And
because
then she goes, Manny, my body, my choice.
yeah, I'd be like, well, you're my marriage, my choice. So you think about that shit, and it's like, at least for me, it's like, it's your vows are for better or for worse, but at the same time, it's just like, dude, if can you imagine taking your like wife to church and she just got like skulls on her like forehead, you know what I mean, and just like crazy little Wayne type shit, you know what I mean, and I'm just like, it'd be hard to be seen, I
Dude.
not that, it's once again, you appreciate your person for you, and it's like it would just be hard to make that mental shift because that's not the person you initially, like if I wanted to date somebody who was into crazy tattoos, like all that, that's who I would have got with originally. But that brings up a good point. It's like, especially in marriage, once you've been together for a while, I think that you need to be able to discuss these things because it's like that's going to keep a healthy relationship going. But it's like, yeah, I just don't see just being like, she wouldn't just be okay if all of a sudden I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna get like just dick tattoos on my forehead, and you know what I mean. Then you got to take me places.
Well, here's the thing is like, what if, like we'll use Crystal as an example. You guys marry. I don't Crystal probably does she have any tattoos?
Yeah. So she's got
Oh, okay. Oh, well,
she's got like two, I think two tattoos. It's like a Jewish, or it's in Hebrew, but it's like it's your soul goes where my soul goes, and then on another one, it's like a biblical scripture. So
That's
she's
also the name of my favorite pub, Hebrew.
it's so dumb.
Fucking.
But
Well, no, okay. So let's say we'll use Crystal as an example, but let's say she had no tattoos
okay,
when you get married. Never mentioned anything about tattoos, and then one day she says to you, she's like, I was thinking about getting a tattoo just of our wedding date on my wrist.
yeah,
Perfect. She goes and gets it, and she then maybe 2 months later, man, I really liked getting that tattoo. I was thinking about getting maybe a couple more on the arm, maybe
yeah,
hidden.
sure.
And then it just starts, fuck, what do you do if it starts?
Just well,
Now I want to get a sleeve. Now I want to get, something here on the side of my head. Fuck, no.
so yeah, I think that that's where I would probably draw the line. Is like, hey, I'm cool with tattoos, but like, you know, I'd be like, we don't got the money for tattoos, like you going crazy with. No, but I probably would be like, just it, I'm okay with all these tattoos as long as you don't do anything to your neck or your face. You know,
Mm.
so I mean that's kind of where I'd be. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's her body, so I can't just be like, hey, I control you. So I mean, yeah, that'd be a difficult conversation.
That's okay. Uh, if they made birth control for men manulus, would you take it?
Oh, hands down, yeah,
Yeah.
easily. Especially if I was like, I mean, if you're not trying to get pregnant, and also if you're a dude and you're single, like, and you're just out here like not being responsible, I think that, yeah, why put that burden on women? You know what I mean? If it were, I think that, to be honest, and this is, I should have done my research on this, but you know, birth control for women, it can affect hormones and all kinds of stuff. So it's like, if I knew that it was safer for me to take it, yeah, why not? As a man, you like, you know, if
Okay, here we go. Here's the side effect, though. We're gonna
go
give
for
you a side effect.
it. Yeah, yeah.
Um, for we'll say a week at a time, a week, every 1 week a month, you feel like somebody flicked your nuts, and it's a
Ooh,
constant feeling for a week.
damn, man.
But
Yeah,
that's the only side effect. But that
right.
happens 100% will happen to you. It's going to last for a week, and it's every month. But the pill or whatever you're taking is 100%. You will not get anybody pregnant.
I mean, you think about it, women deal with like periods once a month and feel
Yeah, that's why I
awful.
said the that's what I was going for.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, you know what? Since women have to suck it up and deal with that, I feel like as a man I can suck it up and deal with that. I'd be an asshole probably for the whole week.
Oh,
I'd be
dude.
like, yeah, you'd be at work, be like, can you just fucking send me the email, you mother, you know. But yeah, that would be a tough one. But I think that I think that men should, because here's the thing, I feel like especially, here on Love in Black and White, we love women. We support you in everything that you do. And I feel like, you know,
Yeah, we do.
yeah, we love you so much. And but I think that it's such a it's it sucks that men try to put the onus on women, that they have to be the responsible ones with everything, as far as, you know, it takes two people to make a baby. So it's like, if you're a man, like, shit, if they gave you the pill, you should just fucking man up and do that shit. So
I would definitely my quick answer would be yes, I would take it. I would have to see how that week felt. I did do it for, I do that. I definitely would try it out. And
yeah,
then, after that first month and I have that week of that stomach and from getting hit in the nuts, I would be
yeah.
like, okay, is this something I can deal with? Yes, no, go from there. But yeah, I would definitely 100% be willing
And
to
that's the
take
thing,
the,
right? It's like, I mean, if it's so much more dangerous for women to get their tubes tied as opposed to men getting a vasectomy, right? So it's like, if you weren't at the vasectomy stage of your life and you still wanted kids, but you just wanted to be on the pill for a little bit, like in your early 20s, yeah, just so you don't have any slip ups, that'd
yeah,
be, yeah, why not?
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, these are I got some from Stefan Ward, our buddy.
Yeah.
First question he had is okay. How would you actually? You know what? I'm going to use one of his as our teaser for next week.
Okay.
I'm writing it right now on there, but I'll ask his other one. His question is, okay, you're in a relationship. You will say you're either married or you've been dating for 3 years.
Okay.
You're monogamous, all that stuff. How would you handle it if your significant other decides they want to move to another place, but you love the place you're currently in? So maybe it's work related or something, but they're like, I feel like we need to move, or I want to move to. Okay, so you love. I mean, I like Seattle. I've always said Seattle's probably my second favorite place I lived
Yeah,
after
yeah.
Boston. And I always say when it's sunny, I'll put Seattle up against any city when it's sunny
Oh, for
there.
sure.
It's just you have a lot of fucking rain and that can be depressing. So, but you like Seattle, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think I want to move to LA,
Mm.
in the next couple years. And
LA specifically or California?
California, it'll probably be LA area because that's where my mom's at.
Okay.
So I'll be around that area. And so whether it's, outside of it or
Okay, here I got it.
in
I
the
got
heart
this.
of
I
it.
got the scenario for you, Manny. All right.
Yeah,
Okay, we're here.
let's do it.
I'm Crystal. And hey Manny, I was just can we talk maybe?
Yeah, yeah. What's up? What you got
So
going on? Why
I've been at my
talking so
job.
low?
I've, this thing's fucking tripping again. Keep hearing like a clicking. This piece of shit. All right. So that's not Crystal. That was me. So so my job, I got a promotion recently. It's paying great. I'm making 3 times what you're making. No flex, but so things are going great with the job, and so I have an opportunity, but we would have to move to Billings, Montana.
Well, I guess Lucas Seeley is out there with his comedy festival.
No, and so okay, here I'm going to add another caveat. This is Crystal still, and
Yeah.
I hope you don't mind, but I talked with your boss, and they said that you could transfer to Billings with your job.
Okay. Well, if you're making, you know what? Okay, here we go. You're making 3 times as much as I am. You know what? I'll tell you what we'll do. Um, we'll move out there, but I'm gonna go on the road with Jay and start doing more shows because now if you're making 3 times as much, you know, we can afford this lifestyle to where I can pursue my dreams. So yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
And
but I
I'll
just
just bounce from city to city. But
well, there's just one thing. I would just we have the cats, so I would probably need you to like, you'd kind of be like a kept man, but I would need you to stay here in Billings.
well, you know what? Let me think about this. Well, how about this? With the money that I'll be making on the road doing comedy, why don't I just pay for a cat sitter? And they'll come over, they'll check on the
Cats don't like the Manny. Our babies don't like that. No, okay, all right. No, so basically, you would be in that type of scenario, you would be okay with it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I'd be down to move. Here's the tougher one. Okay. You're me. Um and I'm Crystal, okay? So
Or just a girl I'm dating.
or just a girl. Okay.
I don't
Uh
want to be. I don't want to be doing it with your wife, Manny.
okay,
Have
let's
a
let's
little respect.
let's play it this way. So you've been married for a
Okay.
little, and you're still doing comedy. So Jay, I'm going to finish up my
You have
schooling.
a really deep voice, honey. You
Oh,
sick?
yeah, sorry, I had a little bit of laryngitis. So Jay, I actually got into
Honey, by the way, what's your name again, honey?
it is it's come on, Jason. My name is Isabel, and I love you.
Oh,
Come on.
Jesus. Come on, don't use fucking real scenarios.
Okay, okay, okay. My name is Monique.
Okay.
Hey, come on. You've how long have we been
I
together?
know. I just, I
I
don't know why I'm doing that voice right
got
now. All right. What's up, Monique? What's up, girl?
That's what I'm saying. Is this Destiny's Child? Do I really have to say my name? Oh my God, Jay. So, anyways, I got a scholarship to finish up my schooling, but we've got to move to the Czech Republic in order to finish it up, and it's only going to take about 2 years, but it's going to be a life experience for both for me. This is something that'll take my life to the next level, and I would really love if you came with me. How would you?
Man, I'd be like, I think I'm going to check out. No, okay. Fuck, you put a big old spin on that.
That's kind of like, just to be honest, that's a real scenario that we've actually visited, and I thought about it, and it's like,
You and Crystal?
yeah. So if she got her scholarship out there, there's part of me that's like, well, that's only 2 years. Maybe I can have some life experiences. I know it'd be rough, but I could also fly back to the States, hopefully do a few shows, or maybe even do some stuff in Europe, as kind of building up my comedy stuff. But I was like, if it's 2 years, that's life experience that I can never probably have again, and
Mhm.
then
Um,
go back. But that's a big chunk of time.
for me, okay, so I would probably say now is Monique. So hey, Monique, how's your income right now?
So they actually gave us a grant, Jay. So we're actually going to get 200,000 a year to live off of in the Czech Republic. So, I can fly you back every now and then, but it's, I can't. It's not going to be, every weekend. It's got to be maybe 10 times out of the year.
Okay, well, what I would say then is, okay, then this is doable. What I'm gonna probably will need to do then is maybe at 2 or 3 weeks at a time, be in the U.S. and then come back to Czech Republic for a couple of weeks, stay for a couple of weeks, then go back. I'm basically gonna have to do my bookings where I do it around the same area so that I can do like a 3 or 4 week run and stay in the US for that and then go back out there. And I would do it that way. I mean, because when I saw this question, I thought about me in general and how much I've moved. And I've always said I can live anywhere as long as I got a roof over my head. I'm pretty much cool. I'm good.
For sure.
I don't want to live in squalor, but so that I mean that's going out of the country, which is
Yeah.
crazy. But I kind of with everything I'll figure out a way to make it work. I would figure out a way to make it work.
For sure.
It definitely would be a pain in the ass and everything, but it is what it is, and you figure it out.
Yeah, I think that, being a comic, there are a few places that you could benefit from moving out of country. I think, like, if you went to Canada and, you're over in the Montreal area, if you start kind of getting recognized over there. But I mean, you go to Guadalajara, motherfucker, and that's it, So unless you go to, be on a Mexican Def Jam, I don't know. So
yeah, on the Lisilo, on today on Televisio, Def Jamo.
they're like, pinche cabrón.
Oh fuck, I changed my fucking scally cap out for a sombrero. Like,
Amazing.
God. All right, so we got one more thing and then we'll do our teaser. Okay, got that. I'm just marking this down. Okay, so Carla Allen, hopefully, yeah, I think she's fine with saying her name.
Too late.
Yeah, well no, she asked a question. She said she was this is she said that this came up on her timeline from a few years back, and just got her thinking about it, so she sent this in. I'm walking out of the bank and I pass this random guy who says, quote, "Hey cutie," end quote, to me under his breath. A few hours later, I'm still disgusted because there was no reason for that. I don't understand why some men need to do things like that. Generally, women don't say things like that to men we don't know. At least no woman I know would do that. We might think it, but we don't say it. So I don't know if if there's a question she had in here necessarily. Is I think maybe she was asking about guys doing that. I started thinking about this. We talked about this before. Usually the guy is the one that always has to make the initial approach, whether you're at a club or if it's in public or whatever. And so I mean, I'm not trying to justify like wolf whistles or whatever,
Right.
or like hey but hey cutie, I don't know, I mean, maybe the person doesn't. I'm just trying to think how you I'll put it this way. Okay, Carla, if you were going to approach a guy, because again, guys are always the one, we basically are doing all the work. We have to approach the girl. We have to have some, very witty approach or something. This is all, even if you find us attractive. If we're an ugly dude, most likely doesn't matter what we're going to say. You're going to be like, okay, cool. But so I would just say, put yourself in somebody else's shoes. How would you approach a guy, a stranger on the street? If and your first response would maybe be like, well, I would never do that. Totally fine. But if you had to, how would you do that? And how would you want a guy to approach you on the street? I mean, I've there's been times where I've approached women wherever, at a gas station or whatever. I'm trying to think how I've approached them. I mean, it doesn't really happen that much anymore because I'm usually in my own zone. But I've approached girls just saying, just like, hey, don't mean to bother you, but I don't know if you're single or anything. I thought you're beautiful or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's I'm with you. It's very hard, especially in this day and age, for a man to even kind of work up the confidence to, I guess, ask a woman out, just because of all of the the Me Too stuff going on in the world, which makes it that much harder. But another scenario that I recently saw, this girl who used to work at the parlor, she actually moved into her own apartment, and this guy, I guess, was going up on the elevator with her, thought she was so gorgeous, and was like, hey, I got a pack of condoms right now, blah 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 blah, like, we could go bang this out. And she was like, what the fuck, and it's like, she literally posted like, guys, why are you so disgusting? And it's like, I don't know why in your right mind you would think that that's ever okay to ask somebody, hey, can we bang? And you've never even yeah, I don't know why as a man you would ever think that that's okay to make a pass at a woman like that. That's, I think, just like you're saying, put yourself in the other person's shoes. Men, you have to put yourself in a woman's shoes to realize that, it's intimidating to be a smaller person and maybe have a bigger, and have a larger person who can overpower you come on to you and say just like random shit like that. So, it's in this new age of dating and trying to, I guess, shoot your shot per se, and not miss an opportunity with somebody you think there could be potential with. It's just, you got to be super delicate both ways. It's like, even hey cutie can be perceived as too much these days. I mean, I've always been afraid to say anything to women, because it's like, I remember growing up back in the day where it's like, I think you're beautiful, and then a girl be like, you know what I mean? And you're just like, God damn, my heart. So, but if, I think that the proper way to do it is like, it's like, okay, for instance, you're the girl. I'd be like, hey, excuse me, this is gonna seem super random, and I don't mean to, sound weird, but I just had to say, I think,
who you?
okay.
That's how it goes for Manny.
Yeah, but I think you literally have to just be like, hey, I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Manny. I think you're beautiful.
The girl just goes, and
that's my time. I'll see you.
That's my time. Well, no, that's what I was gonna say to Carla. Like, so I'll put it this way: if a guy approached you, maybe he was like, "Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you. I just, I don't know if you're single, if you're married, or anything. I just want to know. I just wanted you to know, or I wanted you to know somebody thought you were beautiful today." And
right.
if you hear that, Carla, and you're like, "Well, that would be okay." I mean, that's kind of what this guy is doing. It's just all condensed with "Hey,
right.
cutie."
Exactly. Yeah. Hey, are you plugged in?
Yes.
Okay. You sound like you're just echoing off the computer.
Oh, you know what? Jesus Christ. I am
you're
plugged
good.
in, but this thing's fucking way far away. Jesus.
Of course. But yeah, no, but I can hear you though. Hey Cutie was his attempt at being somewhat respectful.
We think.
In that
I mean, he may have been like, "Hey Cutie," fuck, who knows? But
exactly.
yeah, I guess the question is, for Carla, I would say, you're not wrong in not wanting that.
Right.
How would you like? So Carla, you have to listen to this and then you have to respond in an email. What would be a good way for a stranger to approach you in public?
Yeah.
how would you like a person to approach you?
And it probably needs to be during the day. You know what I mean? Don't just be like out at night and being
You
like,
jump out, hey cutie.
but yeah, we'd love to know for anybody out there who's listened all the way through this chaotic episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know, like, from a female standpoint, um, what you would like, men to know as far as how you'd like to be approached. If it were just a whimsical encounter. So
I'm looking up the greatest pickup line from a movie. Uh, have you seen the movie Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead?
no, sounds
Okay, it's got Andy Garcia in it. Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead, and it's so it's so good. He's got a pickup line in there. I'm writing it. I'm trying to bring it up so I can just quote it. Pickup line. There it goes. Yeah, here is the quote. He approaches this chick in a club, a lady. I'm trying to find this. Bear with me. Okay, easy win, critical bill, master. Jimmy the Saint. Oh, he goes up to this girl. This is fucking. I'm gonna read this. I wanted to fuck him after this. So this is in a nightclub. The setting. This is in a nightclub. Andy Garcia. He's in a suit. Looking fucking dapper. Beautiful girl there. He walks up to her and he just goes, "What's your name?" And she goes, "Dagny." And he says, "That's a beautiful name. Can I ask you one single impulsive question? Are you in love at the present?" He goes, "Are you in love at the present moment? I'm not the type of guy to impede on another man's happiness. But if the answer is no, I'd like to continue with my rhapsody. Has anybody ever told you that you glide?" And she goes, "What?" He goes, "It's a very special quality. Other girls in this place merely plod along, but you glide. Girls who glide need guys who make them thump." And she says, "What's thump?" And he goes, "You think about him, you can't eat, you can't sleep, you watch the phone waiting for it to ring. Girls who glide need guys who make them thump. I can make you thump. Have dinner with me." And I was like, "Oh, come everywhere." Dude, it's so fucking, and I'm fucking clunking along trying to read it. But if you watch the movie Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead, it's a great movie anyways. But I was like, this is the fucking dopest pickup line ever. And he's so smooth with it. He's just like, "You glide."
Man.
And she's like, "I
Yeah.
what?"
I know, shoot. I mean, yeah, it literally, I think that the rules of engagement just in this day and age are just, they have to be redone. It's like women, you just gotta, I want to know from women, because I haven't been in the dating game. What's the best way to approach you in this day and age?
In public, not
public.
not virtual, not sliding in your DMs. A guy, old school, coming up to you to your face. Okay, and let's see. So we got that. Okay, here's the actually, before we do the teaser, real quick shout out. So we last week we did Mia's, a bunch of questions from Mia. Mia's her the name she told us to refer to her by. That's her real name. But we found out she's a nurse.
Yes.
And she's working with COVID patients and daily. And so wanted to say a big thank you and shout out to her and all the essential workers, nurses, doctors, and like Uber and Lyft and people delivering groceries, Amazon, all that stuff. It's I mean, it's huge. So we wanted to say, go ahead, Manny.
Yeah, and it's been a very trying time for all these people, and it's wearing on them, especially if you work, if you're a frontline worker, if you're working in the airline industry, especially if you're a nurse. Thank God that they had the rollout for the vaccine, and hopefully that's going to get things back on track. But just remember to do your part. If you're listening and you're not a frontline worker, help these people out. They go home day in, day out. It's thankless, and I mean, without them, shoot, I mean, the world would be in disarray. So I just want to say we appreciate you, Mia. Uh, Thank you so much for the message. And anybody out there watching, just please make sure you do your part. Wear a mask and try to keep as many people as you can safe. So
perfect. And our teaser for next week,
yes,
it comes from Stefan Ward, which is, How do you address it if your significant other puts on a bunch of weight? And he didn't even say puts on weight. He said, quote, puts on a bunch of weight. So that'll be the jump off next week. And until next week.
Wait.
Oh,
So wait, let's make sure that we're plugging.
oh yes.
Yeah. So you this week, what do you got? What do you got going on?
I'm going out to LA to film something with Kev. And other than that, I don't have any shows. So I'm not, just this and the Hollings Worthless.
Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say, yeah, check me out tomorrow on the Hollingsworth list. And just a little disclaimer: everything that we have said in this episode, we just want to make sure that you know that this is all comedy and that we do not hate anybody. That we love all people.
Hey,
We do, yeah. I mean, that. Yeah, maybe that came out wrong, but we just want to say as a disclaimer, we love everybody. That you are perfect the way you are. Continue loving yourself, loving everybody, and until then, we'll keep putting the love back in you. Right.
yes, I just caveat, you're perfect just the way you are, unless you have a swastika pussy.
There you go. And until then, we'll be putting the love back in you, right? It's love in black and white.